Oh, hello. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
what
whoa,
is
the wheel
with
is
my...
up.
Ooh, the wheel's up as well. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Domo looks real short, and
I gotta sit up.
look
Got bad posture.
pale as heck. But we are going to start the stream. I am TragicLoss, and not as usual, I am joined by Domosapien.
Hello.
We are going to be playing some Frontline as soon as I configure my video so that I'm not all... Ooh, oh, there we go. There we go. Alrighty.
In before, where is Cabbage Mechanic?
He's
on vacation.
Yeah, so Cabbage is on vacation, so he is not going to be joining us today, unfortunately. But we do have our lovely Domo Mechanic, so that'll be how things go today. But no.
So you guys can watch me potato it up instead of watching Cabbage potato it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be doing some more streams soon. TM.
Soon, TM.
I'm working on some scheduled programming, if you will, for you guys. I'm going to be hopefully doing an educational stream and have some cool guest hosts. So yeah, more on that later.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Yep.
I'm gonna do one thing real quick before we start the stream, but yeah, so we're gonna be doing Frontline stuff.
So by the way, Frontlines. So the spotting
Frontline, no S.
Frontline. It can have an S on the end if you want it to.
I guess.
I
fixed the thing.
I'm a dude, but I understand how you might make that mistake because I am quite striking, breathtaking. So the Frontline, some of you guys might know there was a bug on Frontlines that was caused by the respawn timers being adjusted. Specifically, we're not exactly sure what happened. The devs know. I'm not a dev, so it was kind of, they were speaking Greek to me at that point. But my understanding is that reducing the timer basically created this bug where if your vehicle was destroyed while you were using the recon plane, then anything you spotted with the recon plane would remain spotted specifically just to you for the duration of the game, which is obviously game breaking because the camo system is no longer relevant. So that was fixed. But in order to fix that, we have temporarily rolled back the respawn timer changes, so it's back to 30 seconds or whatever it was. 20 seconds. But that said, we are hoping that everything should be fixed up and ready by the next episode of Frontline, so you can hopefully, fingers crossed, anticipate that that timer will be fixed.
So, fingers crossed on that. I totally don't have a breakfast burrito right next to me. But no, as you guys, we streamed last week, and we talked about some of the Frontline changes that would be coming to Frontline this episode, which is episode 5. Which means, I believe in 2 more episodes, people will start being able to achieve that tier 9 reward tank.
I believe so. Let me see if can I look at it on my screen?
I don't know. So essentially, some of the changes that happened to Frontline before this week. Let's turn the wheel off because that's
so
just
let's see.
gaudy.
It's episode 5, which means that people could prestige twice each one. So theoretically, they could be up to 11. Or no, because they could get up to 3 in the first one plus 2 more, so that'd be 5 plus 2 more equals 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, 11, right? I don't know. I thought I was under the impression that people could get to 1951 this episode.
Oh, maybe it was.
I can't math. I was a political science major.
Anyway, it's the episode plus 2.
Yes.
So, anyways, so changes to Frontline. Slot changes for vehicle types, in which light tanks now only have 1 slot, medium tanks have 2 slots, and heavy tanks have 3.
Yeah,
I believe
those
SPGs have 1, and TDs have 2?
I
think TDs stayed the same.
Let's find out.
We could find out. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna read some chat because we're not keeping up on chat.
No worries. I invited you to.
One Axel 0. Hello, Domo Loss, or is it Tragic Sapien? I mean, whatever you want to call this duo.
Domo?
I hate that question. I don't have a favorite food. I have lots of favorite foods. Don't make me pick one. That's like choosing between your kids.
Okay. Or it says you need to be prestige 7 for it. Which okay, it was this episode. Yeah. I had to remember that. Oh, I'm not on Frontline, so.
The Tank Commander. Hey, TragicLoss, can you see the new logo I created for my channel name? What do you think? See you in Konya as promised. prepared to see my D-Day at 75 poster. So we are using we're using a third-party utility that lets us combine all of our chats into one because we stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch simultaneously. So that said, I don't think she has seen your logo yet because we can't see it there.
Yeah.
That said, however, she'll remember to check it out.
I shall. Wireless Gamer is screaming at us to answer the question.
My team's doing well. I have a stock T32. Where was your question, man?
I'm not seeing a question. I'm seeing a bunch of comments, but no question. Anyways, yeah. We're gonna start
let's do some,
getting our
frontline boys.
Yeah. So I invited you to Platoon. So
okay,
we're gonna be. Oh gosh. Oh no. What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Do you want to click the auto button in the bottom right?
This one?
Yeah, and then click it again.
This one right here.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do? You broke it.
Something's broken.
You broke it.
Okay,
Okay,
we're
well,
gonna fix things. I know I gotta click that, but I also need to fix. I also need to fix this one.
LaRue BR sounds better without audio, anyways.
Ouch.
Gee, thanks, man.
Ouch.
No, I understand. My voice is kind of grating. I'm actually, quite good at singing. If I do
boy.
say so myself. Not that I'm going to grace you guys with my musical
Activate.
talents, but
That one. There we go. Okay. What have I done?
did you break the screen again?
What is happening? Uh-oh. We're having some technical difficulties. No.
Yeti is still muted.
And
Hi, Yukibu. What's up, man?
Things are just not working today. There we go. Okay.
Hey, I see video.
Cool.
Is there sound?
Cool.
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, they can hear
All right,
us.
woo!
They should be able to hear us at the very least. Anyways, so
This is what happens when I take over for Cabbage.
yeah, I blame Cabbage not being here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to give myself engineering. I'm gonna fill that to the max, and I'm also going to get inspire. I have 15 combat reserves. Oh, what should I also do? I could also do...
I'm gonna move my stuff to my unskinned scorpion.
Or should I do recon flight?
Hey,
Or arty strike?
Hey, chat. Should I be running a camo net as my third equipment on the scorpion, or is there something better? Because I'm trash at scorpion.
Do all. No, Gazo Kidsy. We don't actually get all the tanks for free. These are our personal accounts. We do get premium tanks.
It's complicated.
We do get premium tanks, but yeah, I believe Cabbage kicked the wires.
Wireless Gamer, I am convinced that you're trolling us. Oh, how can I play with you guys? Well, we're not doing platoons today.
Yeah, we're not doing platoons today. We'll do platoons on Thursday. But otherwise, today we're just gonna be playing us two. What tank are you playing? I'm going to play
Rammer Optics Binos, Ortnoth.
Progetto.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So like the way I play it on Frontline is kind of scummy, but like when I like to if I generally assume that I'm going to be spawning on attack. I don't know why, but I like to play like in the back of like A or B with.
Your crew is incompatible.
Oh, hold on. That's
oh
fine.
no! What have you done?
I gotta return this crew to send the crew to the barracks. Bam, and then.
Couldn't you just do return crew?
No, because there's already a crew in here, so it only fill up to one slot.
Oh, you haven't set up this crew.
Yeah, this is because I can put my Jaeger crew in here and keep grinding skills. Okay.
Okay. Anyways. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing some Frontline with some of the new and updated mechanics, essentially. So the things that have changed in Frontline for this episode were the slot changes, which I discussed very briefly, pillbox surveillance, which means all of those big guns that you're either defending as soon as they get to the end of the front line, or you're attacking. So those now spot up to, I believe, 100 or 445 meters.
Max view range. It is.
Yeah, so 445 meters. If you get spotted, they'll consistently spot you, so even if nobody is close to the pillboxes, they'll still be able to know that you're over there, because they have the maximum radio range.
That was one of the big points of player feedback, was, you know, after the wheeled lines came out, it's really easy. Like once you break one flank, once you get up to the third, get up to the third zone on one of the flanks, then you could essentially just drive way up, like just see where no enemies are, drive up to the I did it a bunch of times too. You just sit and just shoot HE into the back of the pillbox the whole time.
Scorp G. He's apparently somewhere on the other team.
Oh no.
Let's try and find him. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is.
13 Disciple, what's up, 13 Disciple? I'm doing alright, man. How you doing, sir?
Question. The discount on German tanks from last weekend was said to be through Monday, but Monday the discount was off, specifically the Tiger one, which was 30% off. So essentially, guys, make sure when you're looking at things like discounts and events that you check what time they end, because generally, because the game is global, a lot of events will end at like 4:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, which means essentially, technically they end on that day, but it's going to be at a ridiculous time in the morning, so you may not be able to get it at the time that you thought you might be able to. So please make sure you always check the times
I thought
on
I
those.
was on a different cap. Let me give
I hope
you guys
that answers that.
Let me give you guys some customer service knowledge / inside tips here. Generally, for sales, the article is going to be your best bet. Look at the article, see specifically what times it's starting and ending. And if you want to be on the safe side, take a screenshot of the article. That way, if there's any discrepancies, you can contact customer support and be like, hey, this article said it was going to end at this time, but it ended earlier. And if it is in fact a discrepancy, then generally they will honor the original sale period or the advertised sale period of the tank, as long as you contact them within that sale period.
Did Cabbage finally fix that motorcycle? I believe he did.
He did. He rode it to his family reunion.
Yeah, so he's currently on a trip. Gazo Kidze asks, any new modes?
God, I don't know where to go.
Any new let's see, I think it said any new modes. Oh, what's new upcoming modes? I do believe we've talked about races, which used to be, or actually was a event that we had where you did Chaffee races. Essentially, that will possibly, and I believe most definitely, be coming at some point. Obviously, we have Frontline currently going. It's not new, but it's relatively new. I know a lot of people are coming back to the game, so that's definitely an option to look for.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I do want to point out something that's going on in chat right now. People are talking about 13 Disciples. He wrote like a really, really, really informative it was like a kind of a breakdown of his opinion on the sandbox, the ammo changes that are being tested on the sandbox right now.
I actually saw that before
Really
before
well
anyone
written.
else did.
Yeah, really well written, really well thought out. You guys should definitely check out his website or his video. I don't have any links handy, but if one of our moderators could link to that, it would be greatly appreciated.
Oh my goodness.
Hawk30 on our team is griefing me. He doesn't like me staying here and shooting at the people on B.
Well, that sucks. I spent a lot of time just jumping through mental exercises on that article. I even consulted many game mechanics experts, CCs, and even TragicLoss, and I had an hour talk on it at a keynote. Oof. Yeah, so we actually talked for a while, essentially. I have this ongoing theory, which I keep talking about. I keep theory crafting over it. But my theory is essentially...
Oh my god.
If we took, like, standard rounds and decreased the penetration RNG and the dispersion on standard rounds and then left premium rounds how they are, or left special rounds how they are, that might be an option. Don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert. But
here's where I stand on all the, like, balancing changes and whatnot. I don't think any idea is a bad idea. I think all the ideas are worth testing. I'm hoping that, we do test all the ideas, at least internally.
Yeah,
because there's like so many different potential ways to address this issue, if you will. Hello, can you move your butt so I can shoot this guy? Like, come on. I should not be having to climb on this rock to go around you, you jerk.
So let's see. Nard Dog asks, when will Wargaming fix the mission explanation / details? Do you mean on articles? Or do you mean in-game? Because articles, we could definitely work on fixing that. Otherwise, in-game might be a little bit more difficult, but we can definitely look into getting those reworked.
Yeah, and of course, if you guys have any questions or anything is confusing about a mission, like, you can always hit us up on the forums or on Discord, https://discordapp.com/watt-invite. Wait, no, never mind. I forgot it. It's discordapp.com/invite.
No, it's discord.gg/watt-USA.
Wait, you can do a short, because I was always sending the invite.
Yes,
link.
You can do a short version.
Ooh, that's good to know. Today I learned. Alright, this flank is not going to go well. Like, not remotely well.
Oh, that Lenson got wrecked.
Not remotely well, but I helped them cap B.
I am in smoke now. Hey, I don't know why. I don't know how, but I guess I am in smoke now. Boop. Oh. Anyways.
That was beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. Discord app. Oh.
Yeah, the whole thing about this flank not working out, and well, it didn't work out.
Wow, really?
I always click back to garage and instead of just waiting for the respawn thing.
Oh, I am in pain.
Noah, thanks for your work on the scavenger hunts. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. I worked super hard on that, and I mean, anybody who's been following it since the beginning knows the emotional roller coaster that running that event has been for me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
it is appreciated.
I would highly agree with your statement.
And then sneak peek, you heard it here first. Well, I apologize for the chat. Anyway, you heard it here first. Scavenger hunt is coming back next month.
Woo! There we go. But yeah, so obviously we have Frontline going this week. Lots of different kinds of sales going on for tier 8 premium tanks. So if you don't have a tank to play during Frontline and you have cash, you can do that. Or you can just, grind up to a tier 8. Either way. Feels left out and out of the loop, says Cody Menz.
Cody is amazing. You should all follow him on Twitch.
Yeah.
Go check out his website, wattguru.com, and follow him on YouTube. He was an invaluable, indispensable help for the scavenger hunt, and it definitely wouldn't be nearly as good as it is without him. So thank you, Cody.
I am working on
Boy, don't you guys just love those artillery strikes?
I love them.
What a
They're so good for my face. They make
what a-
huge craters and absolutely destroy me.
What a great thing to be on the receiving end of. But hey, I've got 13 health. I survived.
Hey, good job. I'm proud of you.
Something up in NA last night. 8 PST.
Kept sitting in queue.
No, but you should make sure that you weren't auto logged into LATAM.
Yeah. Ow, ow.
Because sometimes it'll log you into LATAM when there's a lot of people on NA because it's like, oh, they're gonna lag, which is silly because you're gonna lag on LATAM anyway. But you know.
Can I see this caravan? I can.
Where is this Lorraine that's just unloading on me?
He is back there.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even get to use my recon plane.
Oh no. Oh damn.
I got killed by Troll Your Family from 200 IQ.
Oh my god.
Why you gotta troll my whole family, dog?
Will there be any new nation tech trees? Probably, but we don't really have any information on that, unfortunately.
Wargaming, Kamikaze, Wargaming will never add any tech trees ever again. That's fake news, man.
That is absolutely fake news.
I don't see why we wouldn't. There's still some nations I think we could do.
Oh, definitely. But if you guys are asking, I do know, and we have discussed this on stream before, the next tech tree line is going to be British Lights. If you guys haven't been keeping up on Super Test stuff. Super Test news.
Man, I don't know about you, but I'm playing like absolute crap.
I got 4K damage and I've died once.
Like 2,500.
We're not doing good though, however, on other things, which includes capping, actually.
Oh, I missed both of my shots on the
I'm
Scorpion.
most definitely going to die here. This is where I die.
I'm bad, and I should feel bad. But hey, nobody's trying to put cap pressure on me, so that's nice.
Can I smoke screen myself? Ow! Well, I tried. There wasn't much I could do. Y'all broke Cabbage, did we?
WG allowed him to take vacation, allegedly.
Yeah. Hey, TragicLoss, a chieftain made a video on a museum I went to 4 years ago called Base Borden. Can you explain what he meant by a tank that is an easy 6? I am definitely not the person you want to be asking. He honestly, is in our Discord channel in the history discussion, so you might be able to ask him what he meant. That might be an option.
It's kind of hard to catch him in Discord, honestly, because he's really popular. So like anytime several people are typing, that is the chieftain's life.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, I capped out it all by myself. Oh, the defender helped. So it turns out all we needed to do was actually put a tank on cap to cap.
Oh, really? Well, dang. All right, what do I have? I only have engineer.
I think Frontline could serve to benefit more from giving out higher chunks of XP for the person who actually like caps or resets base cap. Because there's definitely there's as people get more and more used to Frontline, there's this farming meta that's developing. Yeah. Because everybody wants to reach general, right? Yeah. So there's no point in capping and probably dying when somebody else could do that for you, and you could sit in the back and farm damage. So with that in mind, I think motivating people to go on cap by giving them bigger boosts would be better.
This is why I go that direction, is because you get this guy who farms. Ugh.
What do you mean my driver is drunk? I haven't even flipped my EBR yet.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're driving straight and narrow?
It's a little wobbly, but I mean that's kind of what you got to do. A
little wobbly.
Things. You got to keep moving, zipping and zagging. Dip, dodge. The 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip. Dodge. I don't remember. Yeah.
Dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge.
Yeah, there you go. It's
the 5 Ds.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Dodgeball.
Greatest dodgeball player who ever lived. That's a lot of tanks. My little Willy boy here is it's Scorpion G. Oh god, run away! Don't balance me, Scorpion.
Oh lord! Oh lord! Oh lord! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I blocked.
my.
I blocked that shot somehow with my face. Ow! No.
I'm gonna poke him.
Okay, that poke. That TF5 needs to die. Oh god.
Oh my god, no! No!
There's a
No!
lot. There's a lot of.
Stop!
There is a lot of sounds today. Today is the sound stream.
Oh hey, by the way, I totally forgot to finish my point on the easy. If you said the easy 6, I'm guessing yes, he probably was talking about the M4A3E6 because the M4A3E8 is the easy 8. So just, you know, that by that logic, I'm assuming that there is the same or similar. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So Jesse Brammer says it would be nice to not have to grind so many hours in Frontline in order to get a reward tank.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
So Germ, I was watching Germ last night, and he put it actually beautifully, right? If you don't like Frontline, and it's something you absolutely hate, or you don't enjoy sitting there and grinding it out, it's not going to be worth the reward tank.
Yeah.
Like, you're subjecting yourself to something that you don't enjoy because you're hoping that the reward is good. And if it's a good tank, then sweet, awesome, you got a good tank, right? But if the tank sucks, then, like, you just wasted a literal year of grinding on this tank.
Yeah.
Don't make it about the reward. Make
yeah.
it, you know, the credits are a nice bonus. If you enjoy the game mode, you like earning the credits. I actually like Frontline. Yeah. I enjoy playing it. But I'm not grinding it to death because, like, there's no way I'm going to be able to finish, like, all of the prestige. I
mean, one of the biggest things is if you have the time to grind it out, then you have the time to grind it out. And if you don't, then don't do it. Like, don't force yourself to play something if you don't want to do it. If you want to, you'll get a reward that you like. So.
Dodge the wrench.
Kamikaze says, will there be any amphibious tanks? I don't see us adding any, mostly because water in our game is essentially a death sentence. And that isn't
didn't
necessarily...
Cabbage touch on it, like, last stream? He kind of mentioned something about it.
I don't remember.
And so, like, I probably won't get in trouble for sharing this. We did kind of test at one point an amphibious, like, mechanic that was going to be for, like, some kind of special D-Day game mode. But like functionally it just didn't really work. It wasn't a fun mechanic. It didn't add anything exciting to the game.
Like we've tested different kinds of things over the years. Like obviously we've kind of tested the dual barrel thing during Halloween. What else? I guess that's well, I mean, I guess hitting objects, which is like soccer mode. But otherwise, meh. What tank do I want to play?
So for everybody that says Frontline is imbalanced in favor of the attackers, not if you have Domosapien and TragicLoss on your team.
Yeah, apparently not. Oh god, this is a poor game. Yeah, this is a poor match.
I've done like not even 3,000 damage. This is embarrassing, actually.
So we have someone on cap, but I don't know
overtime.
how this will
I'm
last.
not super confident about his ability to stay alive at this point.
This person's name is Mighty Jingles Steel.
He stole
Steel Lightning.
Username. I'm just gonna drive through this group of tanks here and hope they don't notice me. Dude, what's going on? What's going on?
What's happening?
I got away with that for far too long.
What? Got away with what?
So I just YOLO'd behind like 5-6 enemy tanks, and it took them a solid like 10-15 seconds to realize that I was there shooting them in the butt. And I even made it out alive. Well, actually, I guess I spoke too soon because I'm about to get murdered by like 4 enemy vehicles, but...
Yeah.
It is what it is. Unless the bat chat flips his tank in front of me. Aww.
There we go. Woo! We capped it out, but now we have 2 minutes to cap another one. Let's see.
Honestly, our deployment was just kind of bad.
I like Frontline. It's nice getting a fresh restart in a game when you get killed, but agree. Wish I could get some points for capping a point. Oh god, I got 2 minutes to respawn. The Sheridan is an amphibious tank. I mean, it's in the game, but it's not amphibious in our game. TragicLoss, didn't you say the Panzers in Kaniet were cut off their original chassis and then placed on M113 hulls? I don't remember what you said. Can you explain it again? I do believe, essentially, the chassis were taken off specific tanks and then put on another one just to make sure that they had running tanks for the reenactment. They're not actual tanks that are in their original essentially configuration. They're not replicas. They're not meant to be in museums to be looked at. They are meant for the reenactment, essentially. I don't know the specifics of the tank, but they're still usable for the reenactment itself. Hey, do you guys?
Why doesn't the Sheridan float? The Sheridan is amphibious because it floats.
What?
That's terrible. The Sheridan is amphibious because it floats in the toilet.
Oof.
Because I'm not gonna further explain that, but you guys can. I'll leave that up to everyone's imagination. But to answer why it doesn't float, like, okay, how many maps in the game are there that would actually benefit? Tactically would offer more gameplay opportunities from adding an amphibious mechanic. Like,
yeah.
There's not a lot of places where you could swim, like, in a reasonable amount of time without getting spotted out in the middle of the water and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the maps aren't really designed around the ability to swim, so it would just...
Yeah, it would be really useless,
honestly. It'd be a whole new mechanic to balance, basically, to take into consideration for maps. Any
possible changes we could see to turret HP in Frontline? They still die in less than 30 seconds once 2 enemies start shooting them. I don't know, honestly. I mean, the devs are always looking at... Yeah, the devs are always looking at making positive changes for Frontline. As you have seen, they did change the amount of reserves that light tanks can have because people weren't having fun playing against, wheeled tanks that could literally just go all the way and then just kill all of your turrets. So...
so the spotting thing was kind of added in response to player feedback, and just keeping in mind that we've been like successively releasing changes for Frontline. I think it's a pretty safe assumption that we're gonna keep trying to incorporate player feedback and just keep making improvements.
Yeah. Let's see. How do I change that? Change what? About 1/3 of the time when I start the game, it puts me on the South American server. Why? I would highly recommend going into... So, I'll show you after this match, if I can remember. I will put a paper on my keyboard to remind myself to tell you what to do. But essentially, if you... And I know this is... It shouldn't do it anyways, but this is the workaround, so please understand that... I am giving you a solution. Okay. Essentially, all you have to do is disconnect from the actual server. So if you go into escape, but if you hit escape and you go back to the client screen, you can actually set it to, oh man, I'm gonna run into these pipes. You can set it to always put you on the United States Central server. So. Hello, Psycho King 001. I almost called you Psychonaut. In ranked battles, why are they allowed Clan Wars tanks and campaign tanks? For my part, it is very unbalanced. Do you mean the tanks themselves are unbalanced?
I mean, I guess what he's saying, like, it was certain campaign tanks are really good. Like the 907, for example, has a slightly better DPM than
the Object 140?
The Object 140 is just the Russian mediums in general. And then it also, the upper plate is like rounded, so it has better bounce angles. But that said, ranked battles arguably right there for competitive players, and competitive players also play Clan Wars.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so on the subject of Clan Wars tanks and everything in general, right? A lot of people tend to, I guess, like overestimate how much impact the tank itself is having. because generally the people in those vehicles are also the people who are performing extremely well during Clan Wars seasons. So yeah, like I'll use the 430U as an example, although like I do still believe that the 430U needs to be nerfed. I played the 430U, and like it's not nearly as idiot proof as I thought it was because I'm bad. And yeah, so like the Chieftain, for example, I have like a 42% win rate in the Chieftain, I think. Whereas you put it in the hands of someone like True Voodoo or Germ, and they will be absolutely wrecking all game.
Oh, overtime.
So yeah, I mean, you know, it is. What happened to overtime? I thought we were capping.
Someone I guess died on cap. All right, see you, Tank Commander. Why does the LHP have such a short reload? I think the reload is OP. I think everyone thinks that the left is pretty OP. Is there a chance that you will return to drive a tank in Minnesota for future community events? I mean, that's always a possibility. Unfortunately, like, there's not really a way to determine if we are going to go to an event. Like, generally, the events that we go to every single year are going to be, like, a Kino Tank Fest, a few conventions, That's generally our thing. Is we like to explore. We've been to Aquino a few times. There are other places we've been to. We've visited new places this year, including the American Heritage Museum in Boston, well, near Boston, but you know. Let's see. Any big plans for TwitchCon for WGNA?
I think we're still undecided.
I think we're still undecided. But we will let people know ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we get the word, you know, it depends. HQ actually set up the TwitchCon thing last year, and we were just, you know, kind of boots on the ground. But they were really happy with how it went. So
yeah,
it kind of depends too. You know, we have this whole partnership with Twitch. So I mean, we got to talk with Twitch and see all that good stuff, contractual jazz, blah blah blah. So yeah, it depends. It's up in the air.
Let's see.
How do you get rentals on premium tanks? Well, I mean, it depends. If there's something going on that's giving out rentals, then you can get a rental that way. Typically, you don't like.
Yeah.
You can't like buy rentals or anything like that. I mean, I guess technically you can buy a rental for Frontline of the Frontline tanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that said, Twitch Prime right now, the Twitch Prime Delta?
Echo?
Whichever Twitch Prime bundle we're on
Prime
right
Echo?
now.
It says it on your runner show.
Twitch Prime Echo, which this lovely sheet that Tragic made for me and I haven't been looking at enough, says basically you can get a rental of the Captured King Tiger, which is a tier 7 premium American Tiger 2. And essentially you get that by linking your Twitch Prime account with your wargaming.net ID. Yeah. There's an article up on the website. You can check out the article for instructions, etc. But yeah, essentially, as long as you have, my understanding is that as long as you have Twitch Prime linked to your wargaming.net ID and you have an active Twitch Prime account, you get to keep the rental of the Tiger for that duration.
So here are a couple of questions that we can answer really quickly. When can we buy tanks with bonds? Sooner than you think. We have guesstimates, but I'm not going to confirm those quite yet. Will the black market ever come back? Always a possibility, but there's no way to tell right now. And then someone else said, when is the next vehicle trade-in? Soon, I believe. I think I remember seeing it, and it's coming up
there was a
pretty
trade-in
soon.
on EU recently, so I feel like we're going to have one soon.
Yeah. Any idea, whose idea was it for it to be a paid to keep a tank? So, for one, so theoretically and technically, if you already have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which means technically if you're already paying for Amazon Prime, you get the tank and you get to keep it for as long as you have Amazon Prime. Otherwise, I do not recommend doing like Amazon or Twitch Prime just for the tank. Like, if you want to do that, you can, but I don't recommend doing that because that is, oh man, I don't know how much per month. I think it's like
15.
Yeah,
It's
$15 per month. So I highly recommend, like, if you have Twitch, or if you have Amazon Prime, go for it. But otherwise, it's really up to you. I'm not, like, we're not forcing anybody. It's just an extra perk that you get if you have Amazon Prime and link it to your Twitch and your World of Tanks.
Real talk, though, like, real talk. If you buy at least 2 things on Amazon a month, you might as well get Amazon Prime, because you will pay more in shipping than you will have for your Amazon Prime membership. There's so many things on, like, free 2-day shipping, free 1-day shipping, and they just added a whole bunch more stuff to 1-day shipping. I'm not getting paid by Amazon. I have nothing to do with Amazon or Twitch, but I love it, and I'm sold, and it's the greatest thing ever. Like, I buy so much crap on Amazon just because I know I'll have it in 2 days.
Yeah. So, you know, if you have Amazon Prime, go for it, but a high recommendation, only do it. Oh, I didn't show what I meant with the South American server. But essentially, if you disconnect from the server, like, not exit the client, but disconnect from the server, you can actually set your standard server to be US Central. So, why people can still push tanks into houses to cap easy. So, DD, we are aware of that issue, but it'll take a little bit for that to be resolved. So, we are tracking the issue.
It's on the known issues list. A bug report's been filed.
Yeah. Can you give us the specs for the Tier 9 Frontline reward class? No, because we don't know what it is. So,
yeah, actually, they just refuse. They refuse to tell us.
We were actually we were actually told, but then the information was deleted, and they were like, "No, we're not. This is not happening." No. So guys, we don't know,
because I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. It was deleted before I got to see. So none of us really know. I think only a limited amount of people know what it is. It's not any of us. It's not any of us. Please stop removing fun climbing spots. I'm sorry, but that's not gonna happen. Essentially, and I know I'm gonna get some hate for this, but essentially the reason why we removed climbs was because they are not intended for the map and therefore very imbalanced. And, you know, I'm gonna get some laughs about that because people are gonna say, oh, well, your entire map is imbalanced anyways. Anyways, essentially climbs were removed because they aren't balanced, which means there's no logical path to be able to counter it. And so technically there are no intended areas for people to not only trade, but also use as a counter. So there's no realistic way for us to do that. If they were added back into the game, they would need to be intended climbs. Otherwise, they are going to be constantly removed and or added invisible walls to it. So please keep that in mind. We want to keep maps as balanced as possible. Yeah, laugh. But yeah, we want to keep maps as balanced as possible, and it is not possible if we do not have... Oh, there's a Scorpion G, and I'm also getting shot in the butt! There's, like, projettos and bulldogs shooting me in the butt.
13 disciple. This guy Cody Men's already told us what it is. It's Tier 9 premium artillery. Ah, that would be funny. However, Cody does not know what the tank is because I didn't even tell the community contributors. I don't even know what it is, so I couldn't tell the community contributors.
Yeah.
Even if I wanted to.
Plus, I think we would get in a lot more trouble than it's worth. Like, I'm pretty sure that would be breaking NDA, and therefore we would lose our jobs.
The Scorpion G, that is... Sure. That, I love you, man, but that is a gross oversimplification. No, it's not just wheel tanks that climbs are being removed for. The maps and the game were not designed with climbs in mind. So, essentially, you shouldn't be able to have this, like, amazing advantage over players who don't know about it simply because you decided to grind, like, 5 hours in training rooms with your clanmates and find all the climbing spots. Like, that's not an intended game mechanic. It's not part of the intended strategies for the game. Like, it's just, it is what it is. But, like, the fact is, if you can get a spot on, I don't know, there was a spot on Mines where you could climb up onto this giant mountain and you would be able to basically run around this mountain and spot the entire map back and forth while exposing maybe a sliver of your turret. So you were virtually unstoppable from everything except artillery. Yeah. That's not fair.
Any plans on adding PvE game modes and bots into the game further? I believe there is. No further details, but I believe there are. So, yeah, I'm also surprised I'm not dead yet.
I'm not leaving the zone. I'm fighting until I die.
Why have I missed every single shot I tried to make? Alright, I'm dead. Yep.
That was me last game.
Oh, that's... of course, it's a G player in a EBR. I'm not surprised. And then someone else was asking about reworking wheels on wheeled tanks. I do know that I get really annoyed at wheeled tanks and their ability to Captain America shield bounce every shot using their wheels, so,
my EBR is broken, because, like, mine doesn't do that.
Yeah,
I must have got the defective one.
Let's see. What changes to premium rounds will be made to prevent gold spam? Well, we do have the sandbox server going. It's not up right now, but you should apply to be in the next iteration of the sandbox. There are lots of changes that will be coming to sandbox. So please do play on sandbox, submit as much feedback as possible. The more we get, the easier it will be for us to figure out what needs to be changed, so please do. Well, hey there, Tragic. How goes the shooty cars? Shooty cars goes good. Can you guys remove bot from random battle? Sometimes it's too irritating when you have a top tier bot doing nothing. Please report anybody who you believe is being a bot. Do not try to take things into your own hands. We will handle it. Just report and move on. I know it's obnoxious, but that's the way things be. So.
Oh, that feel when I wanted to spawn in my defender on A, but I spawned on B, so now when I can spawn on A, my defender is on cooldown.
There's a Scorpion G, and he is
in
the corner.
If you could not just, like, randomly turn and cut me off for literally no reason, that would be fantastic, Mr. Statu.
Can we kill the Scorpion G, please? Gosh. Oh lord. I'm probably gonna die here, because I also have those guys coming for me. Okay. Oh. Breathed in too fast.
You gotta move away from the mic so you can breathe. Hopefully somebody got that reference.
I did. Does reporting and complaining ever make a difference? Yes. Yeah, so we've actually talked about this multiple times on stream. I don't think I have it on the FAQ.
All right, rule of thumb though. Rule of thumb, real quick.
Just report anybody who you think is.
If somebody's being a total jerk and you know everybody on the team is reporting them, then go ahead and report them. If he's not being a total jerk and the whole team probably isn't going to report them, then submit a ticket, because the reporting system operates on a threshold and a certain number of people have to report them before we see it.
So the reason why there's a threshold is to prevent trolling. Essentially, if an entire clan can just go in. Okay, there's a wheeled vehicle that's back here spotting.
Are you on A?
I'm on D. I got spotted immediately as
that was the LT that just like YOLO'd up into our field.
So essentially the reason why the threshold is how it is to make it so either people can't just get someone banned by reporting them repeatedly, and even then someone always looks at it. But essentially, the threshold needs to be high enough so that trolling doesn't occur as often, but also be low enough so that it triggers.
What the heck just happened?
So, that is the reasoning. Okay, where is this wheeled vehicle?
My face. Oh my god.
Okay, it says there's only one wheeled vehicle on this side, so.
Let's try switching over to your camera.
Can bots join training rooms? Because I keep getting the same bot joining random training rooms. I honestly don't know. That's not something I'm savvy on.
Bot? Do you mean, did it work? Did I break it? No, it worked. Sweet.
Yeah.
If by bot you mean someone who is running a bot program and it's just an illegal mod and idling, etc., all that good stuff, then yeah, obviously theoretically
That's
yes,
funny.
if they program their bot to do that, but they'll also probably get detected by our bot detection systems and eventually get nailed.
And then someone says, do certain CCs like men's get special RNG? No. Nobody
Cody
does.
actually gets the bad RNG.
The bad RNG.
Yeah, because he has to keep up his reputation as the #1 toxic streamer and tomato on NA.
Yeah.
So we got to give him the tomato RNG. So,
Is this
you know.
Xbox? No.
No, this is Patrick.
No, this is... You know what's funnier than 24? 25. Oh, Lord.
Why is the next... What, you mean when is the next RNG coming out?
The video?
The video? Like the video series? Honestly, you'd have to ask EU because their guys make those videos.
Actually...
You can submit replays to RNG though, can't you?
Yeah, we can.
Like, they take NA replays too, so you can still do
Ugh.
it.
Yeah. Come on, let me shoot. Fort. Oh no. Oh, hello. Why
Well,
did
to be
everyone
clear,
back
Chicken
up so
Alfredo.
far?
Great username, by the way. I made some amazing chicken Alfredo with zucchini noodles yesterday. But
Oh,
anyway,
no.
Chicken Alfredo. Every account that gets reported gets reviewed.
I'm gonna get shot
So
in
if
the
you
booty.
suspect someone's using illegal mods or whatever, feel free to submit a replay to support. We do scrutinize those pretty closely for any evidence of illegal mods.
No.
It depends what it is. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to prove, but
I need
it's definitely worth
help.
submitting. Where are you?
Everybody backed up so far that they couldn't help on this side. Oh no,
on Delta?
why? Oh god, that's why. Okay. Okay. So nobody was on that
Yeah,
side because
Delta's in
everyone is
trouble.
in other places, so that's fine. That's
We're about to
okay.
lose Delta, so
Yeah,
you know.
we are. That's okie dokie.
I'm gonna load some high explosive for these really boys.
Where's my IS-3? It's 112. The booth?
I used to do so much better at Frontline. I think it's because I started playing a bunch of stuff with mobility instead of like Defender and Samua and whatnot. Oh, I'm gonna ram the crap out of this guy.
I apparently don't know where any of my tanks are. I can attest to WGNA's speedy report turnaround. Well, thank you for attesting to that. Speaking of RNG, I had a great embarrassing video of me trying to shoot an enemy tank that was in midair, leaping over an allied tank, and I killed the
Man, why
ally.
are my high explosive
Nice.
rounds not penning these EBRs?
I mean, like, that sucks, but also that's funny. Will there be camouflage or something like that, like a prize for Chaffee races? I don't know. There's not really any details about that.
No.
So,
It'd be cool if we got like Sweet Racing Stripes camo or something.
is there a point in making multiple reports for the same person?
I mean, yes, actually,
yeah.
yes. You can dump all of your reports on the one guy in game.
Yeah. So there you go.
God, that one's not pleasant. But on the plus side, we saved
Trade
you.
in event near. I believe so. I believe so.
I hope so.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, Delta, please, for the love of God, someone.
I don't think we're gonna
they're
be
coming.
able to do this.
I don't think they're coming, Tragic.
We have maybe 10 people, and they have like closer to 15. So we should probably leave.
And I'm about to get ripped by this Lynx. Oh, it wasn't the Lynx, it was the T-34.
So I'm gonna leave because we can't really defend that position.
I did YOLO the cap, Cody.
Whoop.
Oh, you didn't see it, because...
What is your opinion on the ST2? I don't know. There's not really any information on it, so...
Yeah,
It's got two guns. Or two guns.
It's in like
Barrels.
super early phases of testing. We have no idea if we're even going to implement the mechanic, if we're going to bring in the tank or not.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate that some cheeky super tester decided to leak the screenshots, but it is what it is. But the reason we didn't want screenshots getting out is because we didn't want everybody freaking out going, oh my god, they're bringing two-gun mechanic into the game. Like, we don't know. We don't know. It's super early testing. It's really completely up in the air at this point.
It's the general consensus is Frontline is not as fun this time around. I didn't read the changes, but I found it a bit grindier. So, I mean, the original changes to Frontline did make it a bit more grindy, but it also turned it into a marathon. And then outside of that, like, there are lots of changes happening, but a lot of the changes that are happening now that it's in episodic format is that they're, like, the devs are adjusting things as a part of the mechanics. So obviously, we had some of the recent changes where pillbox now spot for you, and then on top of, or outside of that, outside of that, we do have, like, changes to the amount of reserves that you can bring. You know,
as a general,
really
like, as a general...
back up way too far to be actually defending.
Like, a design concept in general. I mean, like, it's kind of a weird thing to say, right? It's more grindy because, like, theoretically there was no actual grind involved with the previous iteration other than the prestige thing, and like there weren't really any meaningful rewards for prestiging before, whereas now, like, you can prestige up to 10 times. You have this grind, year-long grind. So I mean,
this guy,
obviously, yes, it is more grindy because now there is a grind involved, but like previously, I would say, as like a game mode, it's not,
and it was mostly for fun.
It wasn't. It's not that it's like less fun now. I mean, also, fundamentally, like, there are a few things, like, I think the balancing we kind of messed up a little bit. Like, I had more fun with it before.
What? Okay, guys, just saying, guys, if you move too far back, you can't actually block people from coming at you. You gotta move up a bit, you know? Just saying.
You gotta keep it...
episodic. Episodic is a word.
Yes. But yeah, so what I was saying basically is, like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's worse. I just think people are realizing it's not as exciting as it was, as they thought it was, because...
I mean, it was a new game mode.
Yeah, it's not, like, fresh and new. There's not that new car smell. Like,
yeah, and people are kind of figuring out... And some people are playing it differently now as well. Like, some people are playing it in the way that they now... oh, it's hoods. That's why. This guy is a Unicum, and he's doing all these crazy little Unicum things, and I don't like how good you are.
Stop being good.
Stop being good.
Stop it. Get worse.
So people are now playing Frontline differently because their idea is now to grind to get to general, not grind to win. So there are people that are playing it differently.
Oh my god, where are these purple tanks come from?
I like how you said purple tanks because you also play on colored light.
It looks so pretty, and when you shoot them, the purple turns yellow.
Why did none of those go through? It's really bothering
Where are my Captain America wheels?
Where are my Captain
America wheels? All of those shots hit me and penned for a lot of damage.
Will Germany be getting any wheeled vehicles? I guess we'll see. There's not really any information on any lines past. We do know that the British light tanks are coming at some point, but there isn't really any more information past that. So if you're looking for that kind of info,
Okay, Haglar, not everybody can be as good as you, alright?
No. I just want to kill you. Wow! Oh, good.
Another thing I think that might be making Frontline less fun that I've noticed is that there's a meta developing around certain spots. So, like, the, sorry, Tragic, I'm gonna switch over.
Oh, you're fine.
I want to show the spot that I'm talking about.
Oh, you only have 100 and something health. You're dead. You're dead to me!
I'm actually dead.
I didn't even have to shoot it.
People love this spot. People don't love... They'll either commit to this, or they'll commit to this. And they sit up here and snipe, and people just push in a cap, but there's nobody to spot the cap. And they die. Bye, Cody.
Oh, gosh. Who are you? You are...
So yeah, they'll stay up here and snipe, and it's just like different little metas are developing. Like, okay, over here, right? All the heavy tanks on this side pile up right here.
No.
But then, because if they push over...
I survived! I don't know how.
What are you doing over there?
I'm making noises of survival.
I know this
Survival
isn't
of the
particularly
noises.
exciting, but this is theory, game theory, strategy.
Anyways.
So yeah, people will push up here, but if you go up over this spot too far up, then the Scorpion G's that are guaranteed to be right here will unload fiery death on you. So like people are figuring out the spots, they're learning the map, and they're also getting bored of the fact that there's just one map.
Yeah, which we already talked about.
Yes,
we have talked about on
a new
stream.
one.
There is a new one coming. You guys have seen it. It is quite wintry, so it'll be fun. Oi, how do you move around the map so fast?
Yeah, I was
spectator
dead.
mode.
I still have 1 minute and 5 seconds before I respawn.
Why? I need health. I was trying to go to that health spot, but I totally... No.
Dusty Pants, you're right about the meta position.
Wait.
So on that logic, by that logic, right, I feel like my proposed solution of giving you a much beefier chunk of general XP, you know, your frontline XP that goes up towards general, I think if you got more for contributing to the actual cap itself, either resetting, defending cap, spotting stuff on cap, or capping, you should get a nice beefy chunk to your XP, so that'll motivate people who want to get general to go and actually contribute to the battle instead of sitting in the farm in the back and try sniping.
So Black Prince Covey. So we did talk about this a little bit, but essentially we are aware that people like play for the general and not play for the win. I don't know if there's a way to prevent that, but I'm pretty sure the devs are keeping an eye out on it. I don't know what way that, because a lot of people are doing it for the grind, obviously, for getting the new Frontline reward tank. But there's also the people who just want to play Frontline and just want to play for fun and play to win. So there's that half. There's not really a way of keeping people from playing the way that they want to play.
Hey,
it's asking us to make people play competitively or play for fun or otherwise. So I don't know if there is, but there is ways of giving incentive for other, incentivizing people to play both.
One thing that I've also learned by doing all of these feedback reports is that there is a literal sea of dissenting feedback. So you know, sometimes it's you can't please everyone. So you got to try to please as many people as you can. And one of the most common points of positive feedback around Frontlines was that it's based around your individual performance rather than the performance of your team. So even if your team sucks and you lose completely, if you perform well, you're still going to get a good amount of credits and whatnot.
5 is under attack. I don't think we got this, Domo. I don't think we do. Ugh.
I mean, I guess trying to pen the Chrysler frontally with standard rounds on a T432 wasn't the best strategy.
Oh gosh. No! My repair kit is down! I'm dead. Hello.
Story of my life.
Don't kill me! Heck.
Oh my god, RNG!
Oh god,
why do you gotta do this to me, you jerk?
Oh gosh, okay. Let's see. But didn't that Halloween theme time have a night theme? Yes, but it did not affect anything. So, with the fact that it was only dark themed, that just means that the lighting is turned down. Like, adding weather effects would mean adding particle effects and other similar things, and that could affect performance. I believe someone was asking about adding weather to...
yeah, it's one of those things that's just been brought up like a million times,
yeah.
But I guess the devs just don't feel it's that important.
Yeah, it's not... it's not even necessarily about importance, it's about keeping things so that, like, not so great computers can still play it and enjoy it.
Yeah, but by that logic though, you could always disable particle effects selectively, etc.
I don't know,
right?
Haglar. I think one of the biggest things with the Rampage mode is, well, a lot of people rigged it, so
It also
there wasn't really a way to prevent that, I guess. I don't know.
It also just wasn't fun.
There's a lot of people that didn't find it fun, so.
Myself included.
Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop. I need
Aw, you
help.
couldn't give me the track wheel.
Ooh, the Samoa's coming after me. Please.
Personally,
no.
I think the resolution of the T22 medium rigging thing. And by the way, side note about that, I was one of the customer service reps that pioneered the fact that we need to be sanctioning people for rigging Rampage mode. So, you know, you're welcome. Cause I watched so many
Okay.
replays.
RNG rigged hacked K, thanks, bye. Let's see. Oh my god, Wargaming just fixed the game. Oh my god, add weather effects.
Got it, fixed. You got it, done.
Fixed.
I fixed it. You're welcome.
Everything's fixed. I get that you have to account for pro players too, but I feel, I guess I didn't. Let's see. Recently I've been playing more and more with all the missions, special events, and Frontline. I've been able to unlock mini tanks and World of Tanks was super fun again. The progression is a must. Now I'm back to just a premium account and only make 10 to 40 credits reliably, and it can take months to progress. Maybe that's the okay, I'm kind of lost there. I'm not sure what you mean. Domosapien for president.
Shameless plug, you get credit boosters from Scavenger Hunt, so you should totally do Scavenger Hunt next
Scavenger
month.
Hunt!
Because, like, you can get up to 3 50% credit boosters, 3...
Oh no, we're gonna lose.
Oh god, I think it was 100% XP boosters and 3 something else.
2's going down.
For every single
2's
day
going down.
of the Scavenger Hunt.
No!
Well, I'm at
Okay.
5, so
Well,
there's
right.
not much I can do about that.
I mean, we also have tankrewards.com. Do you know what tankrewards.com is?
TragicLoss.com.
Yeah.
Please do tell me more.
Oh
I
my God,
totally
so-
don't have anything written down about it on this sheet right here.
So if you guys don't know what tankrewards.com, we essentially brought it back. So tankrewards.com, essentially you complete missions and it gives you points, and you use those points to earn prizes. So at the end of the mission set, or the, I guess, campaign, generally you get to pick a tank. So this past month we had 3 different tanks. I don't remember what they are, but all you have to do is go to tankrewards.com. You can check it out, and it's really cool. Tankrewards.com is really cool. Do I get a donut? Here's a donut. It's a circle. It's not edible, but that's a donut.
You get a heart.
But yeah, so tankrewards.com is really awesome. You can earn stuff for free, including premium tanks. So. Otherwise, yeah, Scavenger Hunt is also free. All you have to do is visit the CCs and get the Scavenger Hunt codes from them. Some of them release videos, and then other people release it during their stream. Please be nice to the streamers. Don't just go in asking for the codes. They will drop their code. They are obligated to drop the code when it is their time to drop the code. Don't harass them. Please be nice to them. They create content constantly. They stream for you. Please be nice. Yeah.
Winged Parasite
Otherwise-
Gaming, we answered that question like 5 minutes ago. I wish you were here.
Parasite.
Will we ever get weather on PC? Like, we just answered that. Scavenger Hunt is coming back next month.
Nate,
and, like,
if you
seriously
sold
though,
the
like,
tank, if you owned
Oh,
it, you
yeah.
could still get the credit for it.
Yeah. If you
Just saying.
already have all the 3 tanks, you could theoretically sell one of the tanks before.
Theoretically. Just
Allegedly.
saying, allegedly, you
Allegedly.
can sell the tank and then pick it as a reward and get the cost, and then you could get the tank back.
So like
Oh,
we
no.
hear you
Oh,
guys.
oh.
We're definitely trying to get more options added to those high tier rewards, so that you know, like, if you have every freaking premium tank in the game and you want to participate in tank rewards but you don't get anything for participating, obviously it's frustrating. So yes, we have passed on that feedback. We are hoping to add more rewards that you can choose from, but at the very least, you can sell the tank before getting it back, get half of its credit value back essentially in credits, and then you just get the tank credited back. You stick stick your crew back in there as if nothing ever happened.
Even.
Small caveat: if you have equipment on it, you are gonna have to pay to demount the equipment. It sucks. I know. I'm sorry. About that whole logic, like we have been fighting for a long time to get tank rewards. Tank rewards back on N8.
Yeah.
A lot of work went into it on our end. A lot of work went into it on HQ's end. It's give and take, right? You take what you can get. Sometimes we have to make compromises in certain areas to make sure that our developers and our bosses are happy.
Yeah.
It was one of those compromises that we had to make for internal reasons. I can't really go into all of the details.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are definitely trying to get more options so that those guys who have everything at the top level aren't just getting completely screwed
And then
over.
Silver Ghost says ranked battles ? We are still working on the compensation for that. I believe there's a plan. Yeah, and our alternative for ranked battles. I believe there's a plan either in place or it's essentially in its last workaround stages or workout stages. Otherwise, we will give you an update when we can. As it stands now, we know that there's something in the works, but I don't know what it is. And then Donk Donkey says, I can't believe you guys canceled the Object for 30 nerfs.
That's Cardenfa. That's Cardenfa, I swear to God.
And then, why such bad tanks for tank rewards? They're going to change. Most likely, every time we come out with tank rewards, essentially mission sets, they will most likely be changing. Like, we can't always give the tank that you want, but they are free tier 8 premium tanks.
Yeah, it's just a free tank. Like,
so if you don't like any of them, just get one and then sell it.
I've been playing this game for a long time, and like when I started playing, like getting a free tier 6 or tier 8 premium tank was like unheard of. I was like, yeah, you get your free tier 2 on Christmas or whatever. But like getting
Shock
free
is judging them for calling the Cromwell B bad. A lot of people like the Cromwell B.
Honestly, both the T-34-85M and the Cromwell B
these are tier 6 tanks, sorry, not tier 8.
Meta tanks for strongholds. So if you're trying to get into strongholds with your clan or whatever, like both the Cromwell B and the T-34-85M, you see them almost every game. Yeah. So they are definitely worth getting for tier 6 strongholds.
And then For Free says, how can I get rid of the rental tanks? I don't actually know. I don't, unfortunately.
No, there's no giveaway today, but we'll see you on Thursdays when you remind us about the 430U nerfs again.
But the blueprints are very cool with tankrewards.com. Well, I'm glad you like it, board sites. Thank you.
I'm hoping that at the very least, like, that top tier prize will be like, okay, you can choose from these 3 tanks. If you don't want any of these 3 tanks, then here's 3 sets of national blueprints that you can choose from. I think that would be a good alternative.
So I believe you can sell rentals, but after they expire, I don't know if you can. Do you know if you can?
Well, you don't get credits for rentals.
No, but they take up garage space, and sometimes
they don't.
They'll count as you owning the tank sometimes.
Yeah, but they don't take up slots in your garage. And actually, something I learned, I think it was Cryptic Shock or one of our mods. Somebody gave me a cool little bit of knowledge too. Some people like to use expired rentals as basically temporary barracks slots. Yeah. So they like to use them as barracks slots because your barracks has a certain amount of bunks, right? But you have an unlimited number of expired rentals that you can have in your garage, so you can just stick crews in there, and then they don't have to
unlimited.
Yeah, well, I mean, to my knowledge, but yeah, you can just stick crews in there, and that way you don't have to buy more slots for your barracks.
Yes, I do have a bow. I shoot a compound bow. I haven't been able to recently, unfortunately, because there's like no free ranges around here.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah, I know. Like, back in California, there was at least a couple.
Did you ever go to Briones?
No, I don't think so.
That was really cool. They had, like, this whole, like, walking range that you could
My Chrysler K will be a 20-game barrack slot forever. STA2 ever going to get a buff? I thought the STA2 was buffed.
It did get a buff, didn't it?
I think it got a buff during...
It was one of the 3.
I think it was literally this past iteration.
Yeah, it did. Because it was one of the... It's the tier 9, right? The STA2 is that the tier 9 or the tier 8?
It's one of the above.
Yeah, because the tier 8, 9, and 10 from the Japanese medium line got buffs.
Yeah. So,
although some people are saying...
What you mean.
Some people really don't like the siege mechanic.
Hell! Okay, fine, I just won't sit here anymore. Goodness.
Dude,
I'm
really?
just getting artied because I'm in the defender.
Why?
Okay, this ELC needs to die. I don't have the thingies for it. I don't have the aims. Can we
So when you
kill
get hit
him?
by an M4 and set on fire for your entire health bar.
Oh no! Oh gosh.
To paraphrase one of
Okay,
our
well,
awesome
this
community
is
contributors,
not good.
Klaus Kellerman, no fun for you.
This is Texas. Go outside. The world is your range.
Yes, but it's also hell outside.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you like walking through a volcano and shooting stuff, then sure. I used to have I have a bow. It's back in California. I had a recurve bow.
Oh.
It was a Samick Sage. But then I
Sanic?
Samick?
Oh.
Samick. S-A-M-I-C-K.
I heard Sanic and I was like,
Sanic. Oh, that's awesome.
Sanic gotta go fast.
Gotta shoot fast.
Gotta shoot
no,
fast.
but yeah, I had a recurve, but then I graduated to guns, and yeah, guns are a lot more fun to shoot.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Why are we bad? I swear we have.
Why are we bad? That's a loaded question,
Okay,
Tragic.
we have lost every single Frontline so far today.
I could write you like a 5-paragraph essay on why we're bad.
God dang it. Maybe possibly bring tier 10 Frontline.
Yes, Jeff.
That
I
would be
remember
so
that.
much fun.
So
Oh man.
Jeff Maxilom on YouTube's like, I remember you guys messed up on all the rentals you got rid of, got credit compensation on full. That was the best mistake WG ever made. It's funny. I was in customer service and like I sold all my rentals and then like I was like, later out the one of the managers was like, yeah, so if you guys could like not exploit known bugs in the game, like that would be great. Like, yeah, my bad.
Can we like just not immediately go behind the cap? Like everyone's so far back, but the enemy team hasn't even made it into this grid square. You can still get damage. You can still attack people.
If you two could choose one new tank line, what country would you add, or what current line would you want to expand?
All of them.
So to get brownie points with Cabbage Mechanic, who is my supervisor, I would like to see a Tech Tree M60 line. But no, seriously, at this point, like, I've learned the names. I've learned so much about tanks in general since I started working here. Like,
I'm
never
not a
before.
history buff.
No, me neither. And like, never before did I
This
think I would be
turned
able to
me
like
into a
look at a
tank
tank
lover.
and be like, oh, that's a T-44-100.
Yeah.
So all of that said, like my knowledge of tanks is more or less limited to this game primarily. So I don't know what the heck else I would add because there's so many at this point.
Can I only use tier 8 in Frontline because those are the rules for the episode, or is it due to my rank? Everybody can only use tier 8. That is due to the game mode restrictions. So, to TragicLoss, I'm coming for you. I'm in the same battle as you. No! Stay away! Go! Leave! Shoot somebody else! Oh, gosh.
Kamikaze, last part of his name we won't read out loud. Oh, no, that was a mistake. I made a mistake.
You've been making a lot of mistakes.
I'm not really paying attention. Like, when I stream, I'm just
Really?
just being an idiot and goofing around and having a good time.
Oh. Okay, genuine question.
When I'm not streaming, I try to be an idiot only like 50% of the time.
Why do people not get as close as they... I'm getting real frustrated. Speaking of M60, why is the reward M60 turret so junk? I mean, I don't know.
Isn't it like the DPM slightly better or something?
Design choice, I guess.
Well, there you go. A reward tank that's not better than the Tech Tree counterpart.
Yeah,
You're
there
welcome.
we go. Oh, man. I mean, honestly, like, every tank has its downsides. Like, you have to work around downsides of a tank. I mean, you can't just make everything just... Not everything can be straight up better. Insert everybody complaining about every premium tank that is...
that chieftain added to the British line, or is that never going to happen?
I don't think so.
So,
We've
if you're
talked
talking about
it.
the Chieftain Mark 6, I'm pretty sure it's never going to be added to the game. We've tried. We tried a lot. Also, I would take what Victor Kisley says with a grain of salt. Like, we love him. He's amazing. I've had the honor of meeting him a few times now, and he's really, really, really cool dude. But he also isn't like a developer, and like he doesn't make. He is CEO. He is not dictator and overlord.
Yeah.
So there is a corporate structure. There are people he trusts enough to make the right decisions for his game. So I wouldn't deal in absolutes. He said we would never sell the mutant, and we sold the mutant multiple times now. So I mean, you know.
Where did that go? Okay, well, you know, it would be real nice if people didn't just go behind every single cap every time. Like, you can be in front of it and still kill things.
Oh my god.
Are you giving out free M60 codes? No, but 1984 Big Brother is. Anyways. We have lost literally every single round.
Calculated.
Anyways. Let's see. I actually don't know, Axel. I don't know the answer to that one. Oh, why did the respawn get changed from 10 seconds to 20 seconds? That was to resolve an issue that was happening with recon flights. They're hoping to get a hotfix in. Well, they already got a hotfix in this morning, but they are hoping to actually resolve the issue some point soon, I believe. Can we shoot that back chat, please?
Oh, I thought I had the back of Udes to shoot at. Turns out it was the front.
Oh, yeah, happens. You can be in front of the cap and still defend it.
You don't have to be is not a he has a case made a TD and he's got siege mode, so yeah, he'll be real vulnerable.
Okay, there's definitely a Lynx that's just being obnoxious. Alright. Can we please? There's just like a ton of people right there. There's literally just a group of people.
Run away, run away. I'm singing songs to motivate myself to flee in terror.
Gosh. Please.
Oh god.
Gosh. Okay, oh no, I have 30 seconds. I guess I will fly at the people who should probably die soon.
Oh my god, we're on this, there's red tags everywhere.
I mean, sometimes RNG isn't real nice, Old Wolf, unfortunately, but it happens. Overall, oof, that made me dizzy.
Axel Zero, if I were to Photoshop syrup on a milk carton and send it out, where would be a good place to post that pic? A good place to post that pic would be inside of the memes channel on our official World of Tanks NA community Discord server.
Oh my god, we have an official server?
Which you can join by going to discordapp.gg/watt-usa.
Yeah. Hello, greetings from the Netherlands. Hello! Harm-flying Dutchman, how are you doing? I took a screenshot and I'm going to message him on Discord. Alright, you do that. Tragic, sell me your 1:30 p.m. I wish I could. I don't really care for TDs, and I think you would make more use out of it than I would, so. Good luck, have fun, and I wish you the best, sir. Okay, can we not just back up behind?
You mean the EBR 75 FL10? Yes, I assume that it will be sold again. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I don't know when. I don't know where. I'm just kidding, I do know where. It'll be on the premium shop. But, yeah.
Push the
I
button
mean,
is
as
very
long as he
on my
isn't
nerves.
directly advertising Happy Tree Friends, I'm cool with that. Our Discord mods are amazing and they're great, and you should be nice to them, or I am going to put you in games with 3 artillery for the rest of your life.
Hey, FF8, I'm glad you're getting that cheesecake you so desperately want.
Oh my god, cheesecake sounds nice. I've been dieting, y'all. It's not
Nick.
great.
Anyone? Anyone what? What's up, my dude?
What? Cabbage is on vacation. He's at a family reunion.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was actually bummed out about that because they kept rescheduling the summit. There's a summit going on in Minsk right now where a bunch of the bigwigs are meeting. And yeah, they kept rescheduling it, so he wasn't able to. Oh, I'm gonna get shot in the butt. Yeah, he wasn't able to make it because he had this family reunion.
I'm not doing well this round of Frontline at all. My previous question. Do you mind reposting your question, Nick? I didn't.
Yeah, we have a lot of chat going, so we're not ignoring you. We just like it's as you can see by our marvelous gameplay. We are
by the way,
multitasking tanks and it's
not you.
Stream chats from like three different platforms because we do we do simulcast on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. It gets tough. So yeah, there's a lot of chat. Just ask your question again. If we don't answer it again, and when will we get details? We don't know. Soon, TM.
Yeah. Hashtag soon.
Oh hey, FF8's in here.
Where did that
I'm assuming that you're just a huge fan of Final Fantasy VIII, so you felt the need to put that in your name 3 times.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh come on! I mean, I know I have garbage pen on these rounds, but
so not good with this. Wait. Answer the questions. Do you have people that can answer questions for you as you play? Not generally. The reason why you normally see me, Domo, and Cabbage on these particular streams is because, in general, we have the most knowledge about a lot of the things that are either going on in World of Tanks, or we have the most game knowledge. Otherwise, you'll start seeing other people on the community team playing on specific days for streaming. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I think between the 3 of us, I believe we have the most experience of the community team.
What, with streaming or with gameplay? Oh god!
Both. Answering questions about the game and answering questions about what's going on in World of Tanks.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've been invested in this community since freaking 2012, so...
Crazy Boop will be having his own stream pretty soon, actually. Pretty soon.
Crazy Boop also answers questions.
Yeah.
He generally, in fact, Crazy Boop makes really a pretty big effort that if he doesn't know the answer to something, he will make sure to find out the answer to it and become knowledgeable about it. So Crazy Boop is great. And he will also be doing a creative stream on Wednesday?
Not Wednesday. We've actually postponed it because we're waiting on some equipment to come in, and once that comes in, oh boy, hopefully once that comes in, we'll be able to show off his amazing stuff that he's going to be putting together. So there you go.
3 is just getting absolutely pummeled right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, looks like that low was able to beat him back.
Please leave me alone. I'm getting absolutely shreked.
What are you doing in my swamp?
No!
That was my Shrek.
I cannot.
Stay up all night, swapping
I
manly
cannot
stories.
even.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles. Oh, that was my donkey.
Man, waffles? Actually, you know, I think my favorite thing in the world is doing breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a strong proponent of breakfast for dinner.
Biggest
like,
love in life.
Like McDonald's, why you gotta stop serving Whataburger? Why you gotta stop serving honey butter chicken biscuits at 11? This is literally the only thing on your menu worth getting.
I am rubbing my tank on some rocks. That didn't feel good at all.
Buff out the scratches. Okay. You're good. You're good. You're good.
There's a skort behind you. I know it's there. Oh no, Prosciutto, no, no! Help,
It's not
please.
delivery, it's Progetto.
Oh, good lord.
Where did this 15 TP go? He's
Well, I'm dead. Yep.
creeping around back here somewhere.
Yep. Okay, machine guns. Pum pum. Can you imagine a tier 2 or tier 3 frontline match? No, I couldn't actually. Major Rampage was the beer fairy when he came to Portland. I remember that actually. He had that roll of beer tickets and was a big hit. Oh, absolutely. Noxious says in all caps lock, which I'm going to like block the mic. No, I'm gonna move away from the mic. When will we be able to get gold from rewards? Okay, that was still loud. Anyways, what do you mean gold from rewards? Do you mean gold from tank rewards?
Talking about tank rewards compensation, in which case,
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe never. Yeah.
I was trying to fake yell, but that didn't happen. I'm gonna play the Progetto because it's quicker and it's nicer to play.
It seems to be the only thing I can actually do.
Usable flamethrowers.
Usable? What are you gonna do? Burn a tank?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Hit them with your sword?
That's actually kind of an interesting idea, though. What if you had incendiary rounds that would, like, burn up the enemy camo net so they can't use their camo net for the rest of the game?
That would be interesting, but also we don't need to add more shells into the like we don't need to add more mechanics that aren't simple mechanics that you can learn on a single tank. Like if you're talking every tank in the game, that would just make things way more confusing, and I feel like that wouldn't be conducive to the overall gameplay of World of Tanks.
Oh, 1 and 2 are in trouble.
Like someone was just like, why don't you just add more shells to the game? And I was like, we don't need to add more shells to the game. And they're like, why? And it's just like, we already have enough mechanics for people to learn. I don't think adding more that aren't just specific to singular tanks would be very good for everybody. Like, there's a certain limit to mechanics that you should introduce to people, and more than the ones that we have would get kind of ridiculous,
dude.
In my opinion.
Are you joking me?
Nah.
So I was shooting at this Progetto, right, and he's like poking out from behind a wall, so like the front of his tank is sticking out like this. So I have a little bit of a sliver. 50% of the reticle is wall, and then like 50% of the reticle is not wall, I guess. Maybe like 10% is his tank, right? And like all 3 of my shots land very slightly to the right into the wall in the exact same spot, but not where I was aiming.
Rip. It don't like you.
Oh, I got I guess I got precision, but I don't have accuracy.
I mean, see, stuff in Frontline is easy to learn because they just boost you. I think not too many people realistically understand how to effectively use smoke rounds. Even I don't really know how to effectively use smoke rounds. So I don't know if that would be great for everybody, which is why I'm actually very glad that it's essentially sequestered into it just being for Frontline. So
I mean, to full disclosure, I don't even know how to use the smoke consumable in Frontline, so. Also, you called it Frontlines, and I distinctly remember you correcting me about the S
Did I
earlier.
say Frontlines? I thought I said Frontline. Okay, well. Anyways, Frontline. Essentially, it's already hard enough for people to use certain consumables in Frontline. I don't think adding more would be great for everybody.
Uh-oh, I'm going to 3. We need to go with 3.
All of those bounced. Meow.
No, there's nobody on 5.
I mean, okay.
The struggle is real.
Realistically, we can leave like 5 alone and just like protect all of the center ones, because like 5 is too far to protect, and so is 1.
One problem with your strategy, my friend,
is nobody
one
else
of the center ones
that.
is already dead just now.
Yep. That's because
it's actually kind of funny because this guy in the low here was like pinging for help, but he didn't take a single shot at the T-44 that was farming the turret.
Help! I am alone here.
So here's a tip for you guys from a tomato.
Tip from tomato.
I'm a lime. I'm a solid,
Oh gosh!
solid
Okay,
lime.
I'm super dead. Well, we lose.
If
Oh no!
if
Okay,
you're gonna lose the turret,
that's stream sniping.
what
I
happened?
bet that stream Tiger Master Matt is someone in chat. Who was it in chat? I don't remember. Where is Bismarck? Not in this game.
Doonesbury 123 demo is called Dispersion. No, I know what it's called.
Oh.
But I was referring to like actual like terminology, like precision. I think it's precision and accuracy. Accuracy is if you're accurate, you're close to the target. Precise is if you have a grouping, like say
Yeah.
you're firing a rifle or something. You might be away from the bullseye, but all of your shots are more or less in the same area. So that's precise, but it's not accurate.
Yeah. Accuracy is your ability to hit a specific point. Precision is your general area of being able to hit.
I guess you could call it like average accuracy. Like it's an average of yeah, you're right.
I think so.
You can still be inaccurate.
Yeah.
But precise. So
like, accuracy is your ability to go
it was kamikaze.
hit. Oh, okay, yeah. That is stream sniping. Anyways, can you explain how the special attacks in Frontline works? Do you have that to level them up in each tank? Sometimes I have lower level recon or no recon, etc. None of them by tier 8, and I used to have it. Okay, so the way that these work.
That is a great question.
So essentially, if you go to your combat reserves, you can level all of these up. As you see, I have tier 5 Inspire, tier 5 Engineering, and tier 5 Smokescreen. The way that they work on your tanks is your heavy tanks have 3 slots. So you can have up to 3 different combat reserves. Otherwise, light tanks have 1 and medium tanks have 2. So you have to make sure that you pick your reserves. Else it might randomly throw in reserves that you don't want, and they might not be as high as you want them to be. And then otherwise, if you are going through your Frontline, don't prestige until the end of Frontline, because if you prestige before, you will only have 1 token to be able to redeem a combat reserve. So you see how I have 5 combat reserve points? If I hit level 30, so if I hit level 30 and I prestige, I will only have 1, which means I would be very ineffective in match. So, when can we have gold for missions in the future? Generally we don't give gold in missions. Otherwise, we have like tournaments and other ways to get gold. Tournaments is one of the biggest ones, and then
Sheriffs,
Clan Wars.
Clan Wars, Sheriffs,
Yeah.
Tournaments. God, what else?
Oh gosh.
Really
Filthy
it for the
Scrub
most part
Lord says,
nowadays.
how long does it take to get the Emil from ground 0? Honestly unsure.
What the Emil? It takes
You'd need
12 12 prestige ranks.
Yeah, so
Theoretically, if you haven't at all yet, I think it might be too late. But
yeah, it might be too late.
Yeah, you can prestige twice every episode.
Yeah.
And it ends. The last month is in November.
Yeah. Someone says too complex. What's too complex? I'm not sure what you mean. Third person shooting is not as precise. Yes. Because, well, sort of. I don't really know what you mean there.
Somebody said third person XD. Maybe we mentioned something about a first person shooter. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gosh, there was some guy. Somebody was saying like you get one of your competitors gives you 100 gold a day for logging in, and do they give you like around 300 boosters a month plus a bunch of extra stuff for simply following your favorite community contributors and logging onto their channels to get a bonus code? Because we do via the scavenger hunt. But yeah, real talk, like, I'm not going to tell you which game you should play. Like, I mean, I will tell you to play our game because it's the best tank game, but you are free to, as a consumer, decide which product and which company you want to support financially with, with your purchases.
I've never played Clan Wars and I don't plan on it. I don't like tourneys. How else can I earn gold? I don't really no. Like, you can also kill sheriffs, but finding sheriffs can get really difficult. Although, if you follow us, generally on Thursday, we play on our sheriff accounts and we do count-ins. So there is possibility of you dropping into the same match as us and being able to kill us. And that will net you 250 gold per game. And no, you cannot shoot more than one sheriff in one game. It is tied to a mission, which is why you can only complete it once.
I mean, you can shoot more than one, but you can theoretically kill more than one, but you won't get credit for more than one.
Yeah.
So you might as well let somebody else on your team get that gold instead.
Yeah, so
I have been killed by one person.
So Dexter can summed up being able to catch up in Frontline. The maximum prestige you can get is 2 above the current Frontline number, which currently it is 5. But you're not limited to the 2 a month, so if you are all the way at the beginning, like me, which I haven't been grinding Frontline,
I knew that.
then you can prestige up to 7 this week if you really go for it.
I knew that, and I was just testing you. You passed. I totally know what's going on in my product, I swear.
Mm-hmm. See, I just found it really difficult to explain. But
no, I legitimately was under the impression that you can only prestige twice every week.
Oh,
or every
no.
episode.
You can prestige up to 2 past the current episode.
Gotcha.
But it's very difficult to prestige 7 times in 1 week, I think. You would really have to grind for that. That would be a lot of grinding, dude. But you might be able to over the next few months, so...
Yeah, maybe you space it out so you get, like, you know...
I would say you could probably get 4
like 3 times every rank, and then by, like, if they get to 3 times, they should be kind of more or less
You could probably get up to 4 this week, if you've started already. But otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah, you just gotta grind, like, a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be real tough, but...
Yeah, you would have to be an absolute mad lad to get 7 in 1 week.
Mad lads.
Detective Hoots is totally right.
You know, I got food and I didn't eat it, and I'm kind of sad.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Detective Hoots!
I'm
What's
hungry.
up? I like your name.
But I don't get to eat until I go home and cook and eat diet food. So.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I know
okay,
that
it's
feel.
A good diet.
I have to go to the store as well. I have to buy stuff. I don't even know what I'm gonna make. I haven't decided.
Jeremy TS, at the end, can people buy prestige if needed to claim a tank?
I don't even know.
I highly doubt it. I don't think people would be too thrilled about us doing that.
Yeah. I don't think you'd be able to, if I'll be completely honest.
Like, okay, imagine that you spent 10 months grinding for this reward vehicle, and then Wargaming is like, oh, hey, by the way, if you didn't finish the 10-month grind, you can spend $50 to buy this tank. Like, how would you feel?
Yeah.
Because I would feel pretty bad. Please make Frontlines less suicide-inducing. Then make your teams work together. I don't know.
What is frustrating you about Frontline?
I defer to my original conversation.
Is you just want to die because you're playing the mode, but that tells us no idea what the problem is that you're having.
I defer to my original
Shrimp
point.
Alfredo.
Jesus, our whole team is here. Like, everybody on our team is up on this ridge. This is the problem I was talking about. The Frontline meta developing. Like, everybody's like, oh, this spot's really good. I want to farm damage. I don't want to get shot at. So then there's nobody on the cap. Like,
that was also the problem I was having earlier. Was like everyone goes behind the cap, but you can stay in front of it, guys. You can stay in front of it, and you really, realistically, don't have to drop immediately behind the cap.
But yeah, Scorpion. Like what I was saying earlier. Like, dude, if you're not having fun with Frontline, then just stop playing because the reward tank's not going to be worth making you hate this game.
Clip that. Clip one.
And fun fact, you actually earn more credits in a average anyway. You earn average more credits in an equivalent session of random battles than you would for the equivalent time in Frontline. Because it's nice to see that beefy 400, 500,000 credit some people even gotten crazier stuff than that, but you know what I mean? Like, it's nice to see this big chunk of credits at the end of the game, but you also spent 4 times as long in that game as you would in a regular one.
I mean, it really depends on how you're maximizing your time, I think.
Yeah.
Because you can definitely earn
I'm not
more
trying to deal
in
absolutes,
Frontline.
and I mean,
You can definitely still earn a lot more in Frontline, but, you know.
That's why I said average, fam. Average. I ain't come here to discuss supplantics with you, Chief. I came here to save lives.
Wait.
Harold the Martyr.
Sure, Jeremy, but technically this would be, like, an absolute reward tank for Frontline. So, like, a lot of reward tanks that we do, so things like, the campaign tanks, we don't sell. And so, this, I personally would consider a reward tank, because we do know that it's a tier 9. I don't know if we'd be selling it, though. That's the biggest thing, is it is, I believe, going to be a premium, but, like I said, it's a reward tank, so it would be more similar to a campaign tank than one of the marathon awards, if that makes sense. Like,
to be honest, if we sell it, I'm going to be really pissed off, because there's going to be a lot of pissed off people that I have to deal with.
How long is the average Frontline game compared to a typical game? It comes down to earning credits and XP an hour when we're grinding up the line. I don't know, honestly. There's not a whole lot of information that we should be sharing, or that we can share about, like, how long an average match for Frontline goes. Mostly because that's, like, internal information.
It's also so across the board. Like,
yeah.
That game that we just played, we got absolutely shreked.
Yeah.
And, like, this game, we're not getting completely shreked, so we're actually doing a pretty good job of holding out. I mean, theoretically, yeah. If every single base gets captured and you completely draw it out, then it could be, like, 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, definitely understandable, Stewie. But essentially, like, when it comes to reward and campaign vehicles, like, those are kind of balanced out by only the best of the best and or the grindiest of the grindy will be able to achieve, whereas marathon tanks are kind of similar, but they are meant to be, you can earn the tank for free or you can purchase it. It gives the option and the choice for people to essentially, if they have the time, they can trade it to be able to earn the tank, or if they don't have the time but they do have the money, they can purchase it. So, Void, please be nice to your fellow chatters. Thank you. Will you be able to buy premium time with bonds soon? Why would you want to do that? How many bonds do you have?
I mean,
bonds
honestly,
would probably be best for the tank shop that's coming soon.
Honestly, I think it's a pretty cool idea. like if you don't care about the premium tanks in the tank shop, and you just want to be able to get your premium time and do your grind, and there's some kind of really weird stuff going on with my gun right now. Oh. I think I got hit by an artillery strike that didn't go off. So you know how, like, there's like the kind of like a if you shoot the gun, there's like a shockwave that goes out of the gun.
Yes.
Kind of like a blurring thing.
I like how you called it a blur.
Like,
okay.
So there was just a bunch of these random things popping off, but there were no explosions or anything, and I didn't know what was going on. But then suddenly I exploded.
Please tell me again what that was. A what? Okay. All right. That's what I thought I heard. Cool.
It's kind of like my battle cry.
Is that why the Object 279E is so OP? I mean, I
have no comments about the Object 279E.
Like, me personally, I think I've only played it, like, I don't know if I've even played it.
It's
I don't
pretty
think
gross.
It's on, yeah.
It's pretty gross.
I mean, like, very few people are going to be able to achieve those tanks. So, realistically, I don't even know.
I hear what you guys are saying.
I don't know.
It's a really powerful tank that's balanced.
It's a really strong tank.
It's the problem with it, in my opinion, is it's balanced around the average player. whereas the average player has no hope of getting that tank.
Yeah.
Because the final that like chunk of rewards or that chunk of missions that you need for the 279E are like ridiculous hard.
Let's see what. Oh god, that's a really long message. Scorp, give me a
Tier
minute.
8 games makes Frontline boring.
Tier
set
8
brackets.
games,
I think
I
it's
suggest
saying
a set
expand it
time.
to 8 or 10.
I think the idea behind Frontline was that Tier 8 would be more accessible to more people. Ow!
I regret every decision I've ever
Why
made.
am I being aimed at? I'm doing absolutely nothing.
I'm gonna bounce off of his upper plate?
Yes. But no, reduce XP/prestige by at least 20% or increase the XP from cap. So we'll definitely take a lot of feedback for this, I guess, season of Frontline. But in general, I mean, we'll see what changes come to Frontline soon. But otherwise, okay, I'm literally getting spotted by people who are here, and that's not good.
I would anticipate.
Okay, I'm getting spawn camped by artillery.
That was one of the things that got rolled back.
I'm getting spawn camped by artillery.
So I would say this year and this season of Frontline, I wouldn't anticipate anything other than mostly like small tweaks like the ones that we've sort of released thus far. Sorry, I'm trying not to die.
Tier 6 Frontline would be awesome. Okay.
Yeah, and
that would
then
be interesting.
I would say
people playing TOG in Frontline. Oh my goodness.
2019, you can anticipate some bigger changes like the new map. And
it is 2019.
2020, same thing.
We'll see what comes in 2020.
I'm trying
see,
to
now you got me all screwed up.
I'm trying to skew the years so that I have more years of my 20s remaining.
That's all I hear.
I'm TragicLoss and I'm not turning 30 soon.
Oh, is that how I sound? I'm dead. Oh my god.
Some of us only have a small amount of our 20s left, and we cherish the many time we have left, okay?
Oh god. You two are having fun tonight. Oh yeah. When the boss is away, Tragic and Domo come to play. Oh man. Picking on the tragic source. I know, right? Jeez, what did I ever do?
Okay, guys, look, like I'm not adorable. Like man. I have to take the shots that I can take. All right.
Oh god. Okay.
At least I'm not like 1984 Big Brother who just comes up and randomly tells you to get good.
Oh, I know. It's he's like an actual Big Brother to me, which is why he makes fun of me so much.
It's
and
great.
like he says it constantly, but he's just like, the more I make fun of you, the more I like you as a person. And so I'm just like, God, I love it when you tell me that I'm bad at things. It's just like, get good. I'm like, thanks, Big Brother. Thanks.
Every one of you I see are a high priority target. We don't even give gold, man.
We're not even that good.
Shoot at someone who's actually threatening, not me. Like,
someone who's threatening.
Look at this. I have like less than 4k damage, and we've got like 4 minutes left on this game.
I have 2k damage. What am I doing? I'm laughing too much. That's what I'm doing. I'm laughing too much, and I'm doing absolutely nothing in this game. I'm just going back and forth, dying. This Lorraine. Okay.
Why do I even bother running these APCR rounds on the LT-432?
Is whoever is in, like, the Lorraine? I think the Lorraine has been your noobs. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess. Your noobs, if you're in chat, I appreciate the shells that you're launching at my face.
Oh
no! I would appreciate them more if they landed on my teammates sometimes.
I wish it was on my screen, because that was absolutely hilarious. No, it's too late.
Miguel Silva says, any plans to give the TVP V2 an autoloader like the tier 10 and
Oh
tier 9.
god, I hope so, because the
I don't know.
TVP VTU is just abysmal and
Yeah,
has been in
I've
dire
heard
need
about
of some
that.
love since basically it was released. Like, the TVP VTU is trash. It is a Skoda T40 at tier 8, basically.
Oh god. That's really bad,
I have
actually.
I have nothing good to say about that tank. It's awful and like it needs a buff. Why haven't we buffed it yet, guys? What are we doing?
We're buffing. Well, not buffing. We're reworking a lot of other tanks.
Hey, the
before we
Indian
do that.
Panzer used to suck, and now it's good after we buffed it.
Yeah.
So there is hope for the TVP.
Any news on
Say that 10 times fast.
upcoming buffs? I mean, I'm gonna call them reworks because sometimes we take things away and then give other things. So when it comes to reworks, we do know that the Amex 30B and the 430 and 430U are in the works. So those ones will come at some point, but there's no timeline on those yet. So, you know, just keep an eye out, you know? Ooh, I'm inspired. I'm inspired to absolutely back up because... Ow! Okay, I'm dead.
No, don't send your shells toward Domosapien.
Ooh, yes, yes! Send them towards him.
Yeah, unless they
Please.
are like low caliber, high explosive shells.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
don't
say
shoot
low
them my way.
calorie.
Low
Low-calorie shells!
No, I can eat calories. I just can't have carbohydrates and sugar.
Those are also calories still, though.
Yeah, they are, but they're bad. They're the bad kind. So I'm doing keto, which is a high-fat, moderate
yeah.
protein, low sugar, low carb diet, and it operates on the assumption that.
Make sure you don't do that for too long, because
Yeah.
that diet can actually be bad if you do it for too long.
I heard.
Okay,
It's
good.
the only thing I ever did that actually like worked. So I'm just trying to do it. But
Ow! My HEs! The HEs from the Alpine Tigger. No!
we should make a.
Ow!
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
that
can we
Lorraine
make a
is
Tigger
absolutely.
skin for the
okay,
Wheezy?
okay. You're noobs. If you're in chat, I see. I understand.
I want a
That's
3D
okay.
Tigger skin for the Wheezy.
Oh man, that would be cute.
Or for the tiger, I guess.
Tiger,
Get
yeah.
a little swirly tail coming out of the back,
Oh,
you know.
that'd be really cute. Arguably, the 100mm and the stock turret is better combo on that tank. Yeah.
I have no
We'll
idea
see, I
when
guess.
the Skoda T27
But no,
comes out.
in general, I think the way that the devs, and it's actually essentially been explained, the way that the devs are working on reworking tanks is they're trying to make sure they fill some sort of role. And so, presumably, we're moving towards making sure that tanks fill a specific role. And with that, I don't know, we've also moved towards making sure that, like, throughout the line, it makes a logical progression. Like, if you've seen some of the changes that we've made with tanks like the Badger line, which used to be the FV215B183 line, is now the Badger line because it makes more sense that there is a tortoise behind that, and like the AT-15 and the AT-7 and the AT-8, right? AT-8.
I think so. Yeah.
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 So those tanks all make a logical progression into the Badger because it's fully frontal heavy armor on the front tank with really fast DPM as a British TD. So you can kind of hope at the very least that things will make more logical. Really? That went into the dirt. Why? But why?
Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you playing a preferential Frontline?
My Type 59? Okay,
No,
that
you're in
Lorraine
an
still
IS6,
loves
aren't you?
me.
Is that
What?
Is that not an IS6?
No!
Oh, I didn't
Are
see
you-
the front. I don't know.
Are you crazy?
I don't really play the IS6 much.
I mean, it
at all.
has the same rear end and kind of similar turret shape.
What is that?
That's
2.5?
the 252.
Oh,
That's
it
the
is.
Defender.
Oh, I play the actual Defender with the sweet mural
Okay.
on it.
Lorraine really wants Tragic to go boom. This is the second. I think this Lorraine is literally just
because
yeah,
he
which is,
kicked my ass last game.
Okay, that's
There's
your
the same
one
guy.
curse word, by the way. That is
Really?
yeah.
No,
you get
that's
one.
that's not a curse
Yes,
word.
it is. You get one per.
What?
You get one per stream. That's
That
what
is not
That's yeah. This is how it works. That's my condition for cabbage. That is my.
I wasted that curse word.
Yeah,
It could have been
yeah, you
something
did.
so much better.
You did. You really screwed the pooch on that one. All right, I'm just gonna.
I want a
I'm just gonna
refund.
die. No, you only get one. Oh gosh. But no. What was I saying? See, now you distract. That I don't mind if that Lorraine is stream
I
sniping.
didn't distract
That's
you. The
fine.
Lorraine distracted you.
The Lorraine distracted.
The
you.
Lorraine.
Baguette.
Oh, I will
Please.
poke you with my
Why you say
DPM
please?
unless it goes into the
Can
ground.
confirm. Oh, can confirm STB balances worked. However, hydraulic suspension does not work given the role Wargaming is trying to make the tank fill. Okay, I mean, I guess that's a fair.
I mean, I would like you to please
Opinion?
elaborate on that, because in my favorite way to play the mediums, the Swedish mediums, is to do like mid-range brawling.
Yeah.
And just harass them with that epic gun depression.
FF8. Oh god, he's calling me out.
But I can make it can.
Oh, it's Arno. Arno is the Lorraine. All right.
Gee,
Hey,
Arno.
I mean, just as long as you shoot other people too, I don't mind. That's fine. What were you saying? You were saying
I
something.
don't remember.
and
Oh, the
okay.
STB, right? Yeah. So, I feel like a lot of the complaints with the mechanic are people who just don't really play siege mode tanks at all.
Yeah.
Because like, dude, I'll take that over the siege mechanic
I'm
for
pretty
the
sure-
Sturv like any day, every day.
Yeah.
Like, the siege mechanic for the Sturv is absolute crap
God.
compared to the siege mechanic for the STB1 and the Swediums.
Okay, these guys are coming in hot off the press. No, FF8 is calling me out because on my personal stream, I curse a lot. Why can't I get up this
I do too.
ridge? On my personal stream, I do curse, but also we're on a work sanctioned stream. We have to keep it PG-13, which means one curse word per stream. So.
Yeah, I was.
Bam.
I'm not allowed to wear my T-shirt with my favorite quirky cartoon duo
You
of.
can name drop them, but we
Oh,
can't
okay.
have their.
Yeah, I can't wear my Rick and
symbols.
Morty T-shirt, which I was disappointed about because I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Arno's trying to get a shot on me. Okay, well that's good knowledge to have because now I know that there's a Lorraine 40T around here somewhere that I can pen.
Right? Oh my goodness.
Unless his Lorraine is on cooldown
I
and
am
he's in something else.
super dead. Well, he also might. Well, are you still in your Lorraine? No. Wait. Yeah, he's still in his Lorraine.
Okay. So yeah, come shoot at me.
Oop,
I'll
boop,
shoot
boop,
you back.
boop, 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 boop.
Let's see who has more DPM. Well, I guess
See who has more
theoretically I
DPM.
have more DPM, but you can dump
I
that
mean, as
entire
long
clip
as
and
you're
run
not
away.
using. Oh no. This guy's coming for me.
Oh, ooh, that was good. That was good. Those are always satisfying to hit. I've
Why
never
am
heard
I
you curse
so
on your
bad?
stream, Tragic. I will collect payment later for the check is in the mail, man.
Wait, really? You've never heard me curse on my own stream?
No, I think he's saying he expects compensation for that plug.
Oh gosh. Oh, compensation.
The Mad Mainer, one of our lovely, amazing, fantastic, amazing, wonderful Discord server moderators.
Wow.
And also
He doesn't say
content,
amazing that often.
content creator. You should go check out the Mad Mainer. I believe he streams on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe he does.
Go check out his channel,
Or-
follow, like, and
In
subscribe.
fact, not mistaken. You are not a mistake.
I would hate to mistakes. I love steak.
Boop, 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 boop. Ahowie.
Come on, just.
I'm gonna
just a little
get
bit.
absolutely shreked by a light LT
Oh God!
that's gonna come for me.
Oh, that's a lot of red tanks pushing forward 30
Ow!
count.
Well, I died. I died.
This is a lot of bad news. I'm going over here. I'm gonna get shot in the bum. Shot
Hull
in the
shape,
bum.
turret shape,
No,
armor
don't
profiles
shoot me
very
in the
different.
bum.
What's
Sweet
very? Wait, what?
Jesus.
Oh, I've literally have hundreds of games in Sweetiums and hundreds in the STB. The two play significantly different. Hull
Well,
shape, turret shape, and armor profiles very different.
I too have
Yeah.
hundreds of battles in the Sweetiums, but I have no battles in the STB, so I will defer to your expertise.
There you go. Oh gosh. Okay.
I got robbed by the Stellinium armor of the 252.
I have done absolute. You know, I was gonna use the technical term for a birdie and use that as my curse word. Do you know what the technical term for a birdie in badminton is?
No, I don't.
It's called a shuttlecock.
Oh.
So I was gonna use that as my replacement curse word.
I mean, arguably, you know.
I got absolutely shuttlecocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I actually, you know, I did badminton in high school.
Oh man. Anyways,
It was,
that's my replacement.
badminton was a great way to get out of having to take a PE class.
Wow. You know, I
That's
never.
That's it? The Emil gets hit for like 75 damage by the airstrike, and I just get completely nuked immediately afterwards.
What's my personal stream account link? TragicLoss. It's always been TragicLoss.
You guys should follow Domosapien WGA on Twitch.
He
Wink, wink.
He may or may not play both World of Tanks and also maybe RuneScape.
I play lots of stuff.
Old school RuneScape.
I play lots of stuff, but I do play tanks, yeah.
We're nerds. But no.
I've been playing.
If you want to hear wargaming employees cursing, go watch that.
I've been playing the Escapists 2 recently with my roommate. It's a really cool game.
Gosh darn it.
Super dope indie game.
Don't be a Richard. Oh no. Oh, he plays the correct RuneScape. Oof.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep, you're right. See, we got somebody in chat who knows.
Get out of here, FF8. I'm gonna ban you. No, I'm not. I would never do that. We're doing bad.
We like that time 1984 Big Brother banned me for a reason stop camping.
What is happening to .3?
What is happening to my dispersion on the move? That's what I want to know.
What
Because
is
I'm not
happening
landing
to-
any of these shots.
I think we've lost every match.
We have.
We've lost every match
We
that we
definitely
played.
have.
I got my name from RuneScape. Well then. You should
Really? He gets away with
play
1%?
the better one. You know, old school RuneScape might be the right one, but RuneScape 3 is the better one.
It's the prettier one, I'll give you that.
Wham! Oh lord. Oh lord. There's Veron Super Short? Hello? Oh, you are distracted. No, you are not. Ow, my face. My face has
Oh, no.
been compromised.
My hard cover exploded. I gotta run away.
Oh lord. The current version is too punishing to be detected.
Oh, this
Too
poor...
many arties and big guns. I mean, I believe there can only be how many artillery? Like
Hey, you guys know how
a
good
couple on
the
each
standard round
line?
penetration on the LT-432 is?
pretty easy.
Is that it literally cannot pen the roof of an overturned Kranwagen, or a Kranwagen MO1.
Hey, we won!
Woo!
First time today.
Totally carried that game. Hey, I was
man.
in the top 10.
But no, I mean, you can play Frontline how you play it, whether you play for general or whether you play to win or lose. Win or lose. Apparently people play to lose. I mean, like, maybe in the future iterations of Frontline, there may be more incentive to actually win on top of getting general, but otherwise, I don't know what other changes will be made. We'll see. Anyways, guys, that is just about the end of the stream. We will be back on Thursday. Let me quickly go through some of the things that are on this sheet. Essentially, frontline changes, obvious. So slot changes for vehicle types, pillbox surveillance, and cooldown and restoration changes, which are essentially your respawn rate and how long it takes for you to get another respawn.
But those are temporary rolled back because of the bug fix.
Yeah. And then we also have the on-track for the AMX M454, which goes on till the 25th. We have Tank Mastery, which are the following tanks.
The T21 at tier 6. Is that right? Oh, yeah, it is. T21, T34-2, AMX 50-120, and the SU-100M1? Is there an SU-100M1? That might have been a typo. But, yeah.
Yeah, that might be
the
a typo.
SU-100M.
Anyways, and then we also have Care Package Echo, which is still going on, and then TankRewards.com is back. Otherwise,
Scavenger Hunt next month. Scavenger Hunt's coming back.
Anyways, we will see you guys on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye.